What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to the Bottom at Christmas Challenge. Today it is episode number 8. It's the final episode. Today we will finish the season and we'll see where we end up. You're probably looking at my screen immediately thinking, Jack, something's different. Something's changed. Yes, my version of the skin, the TCS WTS skin, we've got a new dark variant. It's going to be available sometime next week. I may even do a video just about the skin itself. For people who want to kind of know some more about it. But yes, this is one of the pages which has seen the biggest changes. And going forward, I feel like a bit of a change of pace. I feel like purple was kind of 3 months ago. I've been staring at purple screens for the best part of, well, since FM came out, so 6 months. So, yeah, we're going to a more standard dark skin. Do let me know what you think of it. Obviously, if you prefer the purple one, let me know. If you prefer the dark one, also let me know in the comments. We'll get a vote based off the number of comments for each. But, yeah, I feel like we've changed everything else here at Burnley in a desperate attempt to get some results. We might as well just try changing this skin because we've got nothing else to lose, really. But yeah, we will have to see how we get on today. We go into this knowing it's pretty much mission impossible. 6 games. You can see here, we currently find ourselves bottom of the league. We are 12 points from safety. To be honest, I've done bloody awfully. I'm not even going to try and kind of, I guess, paper over the cracks. There has been way too many issues here at Burnley. But I do feel like we played okay in games and got a little bit unlucky. I would also like to issue a public apology for last episode where I got very excited about a penalty and it may have acted as a jump scare. As Burnley manager, I've had very little to get excited about, so a 93rd minute penalty probably was the loudest I've cheered all year. But anyway, let's get into this. Away from home against Bournemouth to start things off. They are doing very, very well. They are currently, if I'm not mistaken, 6th in the league. So they've had a crazily good season, Bournemouth. We're going to go with the 4-4-2 that we kind of started using last episode. And that, truth be told, I actually think did pretty good, all things considering. Considering we had to play Manchester United and Arsenal, I think it could have gone worse. I noticed actually in the comments there were people commenting about the fact, you know, why didn't you switch defensive when you play against United and you go a goal up? And it's a completely valid comment in hindsight. But what I would say is I do very often find in FM when I switch to defensive, you kind of just invite pressure onto yourself. And against a team like Manchester United, you kind of just end up, well, giving them a space to operate in and tear you apart. I'm someone who always has the mindset of attack is the best defence. And I'm just blunt and stupid, debatably, and maybe just stuck in my ways. But that was why I didn't change things there. And not a great start here. Jordan Iber scored. It was actually Antonio Valencia with the assist from right back. And Ibe, the former Liverpool man, lovely little finish by him to tuck it in. You can see they're playing this kind of 4-4-1-1, which clearly has been working wonders for them. You can see with the update to the skin, we do now have the panels back with the match ratings and the condition at the bottom, which is nice. But yeah, let me know what you think of the dark skin. I know I mentioned it already, but genuinely, if you prefer it or don't prefer it, let me know. Obviously, it's just a nice little bit of a fresh lick of paint, I think, as much as anything. But anyway, we've been pretty poor in this game thus far. And given the fact that they're not playing with wide players higher up the pitch, I think it's time to just tell our fullbacks, you know what, you can get a little further up and play on support here. And we'll have to see how this serves us. We're still playing with the inverted wingers, of course. Wilson here with a chance. Heaton, what a save that is. Bailing us out again. I will say he has made some important saves. I would also criticise him and say he made some important errors that led to goals. But yeah, I don't feel like Heaton can take the brunt of the relegation blame. Anyway, Torres here, options inside. Barnes is there, hits it, he scores. I'm a tactical genius. It's 1-1 here. We've not created a great deal. It's our first shot on target of the game, but away from home against the team 6th in the Premier League, well, we've drawn even, and it's Fernando Torres, El Nino himself, the scorer of the penalty against Brighton, this time turning provider. And it's been him and Barnes, really, who have been leading the way for us. They really have been, I feel like, our 2 best strikers. I know that when we joined, Wood was the player who had the best season thus far. We've not really seen that form from him for us. But anyway, it's 1-1 here. We probably need to win to stand at any chance of staying up. We probably have to win every game this episode. I'm not going to get carried away. I don't think it can happen, and even if we do it, it still might not be enough, just the way that the results go. But this is the trickiest of the games we have, so if we can get anything here at all, at the very least we'll be delaying the inevitable for another game week, which I think is what we all want, really. Anyway, Andy working back to get the ball here. Wins it back nicely. Would not be doing that as an inside forward on support. And while Barnes is given a gift from Ake, he hits it straight into Begovic's arms. A little bit disappointing there. But yeah, I had someone comment actually, I want to talk about it. Someone commented on the fact that playing inverted wingers on attack versus the inside forwards that we were playing wasn't going to help out defensively. It most certainly does. The way that player roles and positions work is, as we can see the free kick, the duties attack, support, defend are kind of what players do when you're in possession, whereas their kind of starting positions is generally, not always, but generally where they are on the tactics screen itself. So with our kind of team like this, the two wide men will drop in to form a line of four in the the more defensive phases of games. I feel like if we look here at average positions, I'm trying to think, where is average positions? Can you even get it during games? I'm not even sure. Yeah, average positions here, and if we look at Burnley without ball, you can see here how it's a lot more of two flat lines. Obviously the centre mid on the defend drops deeper, whereas when we have the ball you can see how they will push on further ahead and they do get slightly higher up the pitch. But yeah, it's definitely more of a 4-4-2 in terms of defensive position with the inverted wingers versus the inside forwards we were using. Anyway, it's 2-1 here. I mean, we need a miracle. We need a goal. I was about to change some stuff tactically and then a highlight started. My hope is building. And it could be about to fail because Wilson is clean through. What could he do? I mean, Heaton has stopped it again. We've given away a penalty. It's a great save by the keeper. Then the woodwork's been hit and then a penalty's been given by Kevin Long. I mean, I was about to make some tactical changes. If we go 2 goals down, it's probably all hope lost. I mean, at this point, we do have to just commit men forward, don't we? We kind of do just have to go for it, unfortunately. It was always going to be mission impossible, this episode. I was hoping we'd get 1 win. Maybe that's our aim for today. Just get a win before we get sacked. God, that's a depressing sentence to say, isn't it? Let's take off Torres for Wood. We'll go with a double change, but I think 2 goals down, we're going to be struggling, would be perhaps an understatement for how we might do today. How do things look in the league at the moment? I kind of wanted to check. Updates. Watford. How are Watford doing? They're not playing, but Brighton are, and they're winning. They're winning too. Palace, why can you not do us a favour? I think we can get relegated next game, which I don't really like saying, and I'm a little bit worried I'll be sacked before I have a chance to get a win to end the season. But my main goal here is, I think at this point, to just get a win before the end of the year. Because we've had 1 league win since Christmas. The fans aren't happy. They're quite right not to be happy. I'm not particularly chuffed with the situation we all find ourselves in. In the words of Troy Bolton in High School Musical, we're all in this together. Actually, I think it was all of them that said that, but we'll say that Troy was the one who said it. But we are all in this together. I want 1 win. I want 1 win. Is it that much to ask for? We've got Cardiff in 19th next. It could be our best opportunity ever. I mean, we could get sacked before that game the way that things are going. We'll have to get forward here and find out, won't we? Exactly what's going on. Was that the FA Cup I just saw? The FA Cup semi-final, QPR v Norwich is the final. I mean, that's just weird. So you've got 2 teams in the Championship in the final of the FA Cup. I mean, one of those 2 teams would be very, very interesting to manage in Football Manager. Are either of them going to sack them? Is it bad that I'm already looking at alternative jobs? Do either of them look like sacking their manager? I mean, Norwich are not doing that great. QPR, where are you? You're in 5th. You're doing really well this year. Norwich, I mean, they've got David Wright in charge, so apparently Daniel Farke didn't survive. What about QPR? They've got Carlos Carvajal in charge. I mean, one of those 2 teams is going to be in the Europa League next year. You'd probably if you're either of them, look at our example. Look at Burnley, QPR and Norwich. Look at us and just think: do we really want to be in the Europa League and the Premier League at once? Norwich don't need to worry about it. QPR, if you were thinking about trying in the playoffs, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Anyway, I mean, as I said, this is our best chance of a win. We're at home against the team in 19th. If we can't beat these guys, I just deserve to be sacked, frankly. But I want to believe there's hope. I realise if we've had our youth intake, I feel like there wasn't anyone good. Ian Martin. Apparently he's improved a lot. Why has he got... What the hell is going on here? I'm like messing around at the moment with a North American database, which I'm doing some stuff on. It seems like all the reserve teams are have got random American badges. Interesting. I'm curious. If I clear cache, is this going to fix it? Let's have a look. I need to reload the skin as well. Because if not, that's really peculiar. I like the fact that this episode has now descended into me trying to fix a graphics bug. But that is Football Manager in a nutshell. The reason that this video is up later today is because I've been doing some work with Tom, the creator of TCS, the skin, just to kind of get the dark skin in a workable spot. There's still a few issues yet to be fixed. As I said, the skin will be downloadable sometime in the next week. There's still a few screens which need a little bit of tinkering just to get kind of working as I would like them to. But I'm liking the dark skin. I'm not missing the purple. Right, hopefully this is going to fix the weird issue. But apparently all the under-23s and under-18s teams in England have American-related badges, which I'm a little bit perplexed by, because that means that they're sharing the same unique IDs. As I said, I have been testing out some North American database stuff, so I can only assume that Football Manager's cache has got confused, or that in the North American database, for some reason, the under-23 Premier League teams are used. I wouldn't know why they're used. Maybe that's it. I mean, some of the non-Premier League under-23 teams are fine. It seems to only be some of the top ones, but then Bolton as well. I don't know. Weird. That is bizarre. Never seen that before. Hadn't noticed it. Only recently installed the graphics, but we'll just live with it. Anyway, I'm sat here focusing on the on brain, please kick in these graphics issues. I need to kind of concentrate on the game. Someone was like, Jack, your training should just be all defensive. You're absolutely right. I should have done this a while ago. But our training style should just be defense, etc. You get the idea. Unfortunately, I've left it a little bit late to now start training defending because we're probably relegated. But maybe it can help us in the few days we have in the run-up to the Cardiff game. I mean, if we can't win this, then there is no hope for me. It's a bit of the battle of the Brexits, isn't it? We've got the Burnley 4-4-2 taking on the Cardiff City under Neil Warnock system. Proper Brexit football. Just full of British footballers lumping the ball long to each other and seeing how they get on. Anyway, relegation scrap approaches. We're down, unfortunately. I don't think there's a way in which we can stay up. Cardiff have got near impossible games to win. Huddersfield's games aren't that easy. Watford have Brighton. I mean, we need Brighton to do us a favour on that day. I mean, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, maybe there is hope. I mean, it's at this point, I'm getting delusional. We have to win all 5 of our remaining games. I do feel like it does show, actually, how difficult our fixture schedule has been in terms of the fact that we had a lot of the easier games at the end of the season. When you compare it to, these other teams who are playing, 2nd, 4th and 3rd, Cardiff City, who are in 19th. Realistically, you'd hope that we could maybe leapfrog them in the games that remain. Perhaps that kind of sentiment doesn't ring true for Leicester and Fulham, but I think they're going to be safe come the end of the season, the way things are looking right now. But anyway, as I said, it's the battle of the Brexit 442s. What can we do? I just want to get one win. One win, and even though we are likely to get relegated, I want to get that one win before the end of today's episode. And I'm not ending until we get a win, or we get sacked, or we hit the end of the season. Anyway, in terms of what I'm going to do for today's game, I've not really thought about it. You know what? I think we'll bring Sisto in to play on the left-hand side as an inverted winger. I had so much hope in Sisto to come good, but he's just been awful for us. I'm going to give Torres a rest and bring in Wood. I mean, the issue is that no one's really been performing well. So it's not like I can go, oh, I can drop this guy based off form and swap things around. It doesn't really work. The average ratings have been beyond bad in many cases. Charlie Taylor's been atrocious, so we'll take him out for Robbie Brady. And, well, let's see what we can do. I want to believe that we can get a win. Are you kidding me? My game has literally just crash dumped. I wish you could see this. If I switch to display capture, I guess you can see. There you go. I don't know what to do now. Huh. That's a... Why is it crashed now? Is it to do with me doing the skin stuff? Oh, this is in some ways, this is like the perfect ending to this save. Because we are going to get relegated. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to reload the save. I haven't saved since before the first game, obviously, because you've been watching live, so you would have seen me save. I will instant result just the results till we get the same results, so we're 12 points behind with 5 games left behind Watford. And yeah, I guess we'll take things from there. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, I'll be back at the start of the Cardiff City game. Okay, folks, so we're back. I mean, in some ways, just having a crash dump like that is kind of fitting. I think it had something to do with me kind of clearing the cache and reloading the skin. I've holidayed forward back to the start of the Cardiff game. I've saved the game, so if we get a crash, it's not going to be the end of the world. I replayed out, obviously, the game against Bournemouth. We lost 2-0 against them. Watford are still 12 points ahead. Brighton only drew, but I don't think that's going to have an impact for us. The saddest news, and I'll let you know this gently, is unfortunately, and well, brace yourself for this, but unfortunately QPR didn't win the final, the semi-final. So it's Norwich v Southampton in the semi-final of the FA Cup in this new alternative universe. Anyway, I'm going to hope that we're not going to crash here. I'm going to go and make the same changes we made before. There were a few of them. And let's try and get a win to end everything off. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. We're okay. Panic over, everyone. Right. I just want to beat Cardiff. I mean, we could still stay up. The miracle could still happen. I want to believe it's possible. I think the reality is it's not so possible. We absolutely have to win this game, though. If we don't win this game, I'm probably never getting a win as Burnley manager beyond this. So we'll see how we get on. We're at home for it. They've not been that good this year, so I'm hoping that we can be, well, better than we have been, at the very least. Early on, it's a 50-50 game. It's what you'd hope for. They've got a set piece here. Very crowded centre of the midfield here for them. You can see we drop quite deep with our 2 lines of 4. The ball's played up forward to Jacob Murphy, who crosses it in. Ben Mee lumps it clear, no nonsense. Gunnarsson now to Harry Arter in the centre of midfield. I mean, a little bit nervy here that they're on the attack. Arter, I mean, he's almost scored a worldie. Would have been their first shot of the game. Fortunately for us, it's not gone goalwards. I am wondering about changing Jeff Hendrick's role in the team. He's playing quite deep. Let's change him to a box-to-box midfielder. Maybe you can get slightly higher up the pitch to support our 2 strikers. Brady, nice header. There is Hendrick. Tactical change hasn't happened yet, so he is still playing that deep line playmaker role. But I feel like it'd be good to have him just surge forward a little bit more. You can see he's kind of keen to hold his position. Anyway, Hendrick to Wood. Now with Pione Sisto. Back with Jeff Hendrick to Westwood. I mean, we look competent. Hanani. Back to Hendrick. What can we do here? Sisto, have a go. Show us that you were worth 7 million. He's had an effort. Etheridge just tipped it over. Close but no cigar. Brady now with the corner. Near post to Sisto. Crosses it in. Headed away only as far as Ashley Barnes would. What can you do? Back to Brady out on this left side. He tries to get the ball and it's blocked away. And well, we looked competent there for a phase of about 3 minutes. We're going to be starting with a goal kick from Tommy Heaton here. He's going to go wide. Hanani not going to get on the end of it. Now with Manga at the back. Arta now with Camarasa. Great name. I mean, we need to beat Cardiff. Big ball over the top. Don't give away a penalty. Don't let them score either. Thank you. Tommy Heaton, he's listening to me. Or Timmy Heaton. Is it Tom or Tim? It's Tim, right? It's Tom. Help me. Just send help. The game's crash dumped. I'm using a new skin. Norwich have reached the FA Cup final. There's random American academies taking over all the under-21 Premier League teams. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm in some kind of weird dream. Because this has just been... I mean, in some ways, what has happened so far today has perfectly summarised this kind of shorter-term challenge save. It's just been a general shit show. Pardon my French. I don't tend to swear, but I don't think there's a better word for it. Anyway, 0-0. I'm not happy, boys. I'm not happy. I mean, there's not been too many opportunities in this game, has there? Let's be honest. Who has not performed well? Chris Wood. Let's bring Torres back on. Sisto's played awfully. So has Hanani. I'm going to take off Hanani for Gudmundsson. Let's get some players on the pitch who are a bit more hungry. They have a set piece here. Don't score it. Heaton saves. I do feel like we've had a few kind of free kicks scored against us. Maybe that's just me. I feel like we've had quite a few direct free kicks. When I think about it now, we have. Maybe we can score one of our own. It's Robbie Brady. It's saved away. Gudmundsson. I mean, penalty ref. Not going to be given. Not going to be given. How close was it to being... I mean, that's pretty close, isn't it? Good save by Neil Etheridge in goal for them. We've got another chance here. Brady, free kick. He hits it. It's saved. Gudmundsson. Tight angle. Can't get the shot off. I mean, that one wasn't quite as close. Was not quite as close. I want to be like, 0-0 would be okay. Wouldn't be okay. It'd be disastrous. Right, Andy. Come on for Sisto. Andy has been a difference maker when we've brought him on. Show us what you can do. 15 minutes left. I mean, do I just go very, very attacking and then demand more? We've switched to very attacking. They now have a set piece immediately. It's concerning. It's cleared off the line. Can we hit them on the break? Go on, Ashley Barnes. I mean, I can't help but feel like the header from the corner was the chance here, but maybe there's hope. Gudmundsson tries to switch the play over to Torres. What a ball that is. He takes it down, he hits it. It would have been incredible. Unfortunately, he's not even hit the target, but we've got more highlights. We've demanded more from our players. We've gone very attacking. We're probably now going to concede. Let's be honest. At this point, a draw is as bad as a loss. What a block that is by Lowton. Sensational defending. Right, we've got to commit a few more men up the field at this point, I feel like. Let's switch our wing-backs to support. Hendrick, advanced playmaker on attack. Westwood, centre mid on defend. We'll keep him on centre mid on defend, but we're committing some men up the pitch. Torres has got a tight calf. We have no subs, Fernando, so you're going to have to stay on. 4 minutes, come on, we can get the last minute goal. They've got a set piece, please, not like this. Hendrick heads it out, it's back in the danger area. It's still not really been dealt with, has it here? Morrison, Hendrick gets it away. Decordova Reed with the ball now. Camarasa, Gunnarsson. I mean, Cardiff the team looking like they have the best chance of scoring with their last effort of the game. We are... Well, 30 seconds left. I'm hoping that this is just a really long end of match highlight or that we're about to score, but I'm nervous. Harris has a go. Oh my gosh, they've hit the woodwork. Brady, get it out. We're not going to get the win. Where's our keeper going? Tom, what are you doing, son? Not really a classic, this game, I'll be honest. And I mean, it might be for Cardiff fans if they score there. Heaton holds on to it. We had 3 half chances. We did absolutely blooming nothing. You can see why we're both going down this year, I feel like, off that game. I mean, assuming Cardiff are going to go down. For them, they're still playing for survival. They have a better chance than we do. I mean, we could still stay up mathematically, so we go marching on. Let's ignore the news item talking about the fact I've spent 24 million and we've got 1 win. I'm being suggested to host a team meeting, but I feel like we've done them recently and the players aren't going to like them. But I'm going to listen to my assistant. Aggressive. We've had a bad season, but we're not down to all mathematically down. I mean, they all love it. Now is not really the best time to come out with a really positive reaction, I'll be honest. Anyway, away from home against Fulham, they're in 15th. I'm pretty sure they're going to be safe in 15th. They're on 37 points, which is just shy of what you need usually to be safe in the Premier League. At the same time, it feels like it's been a very low point scoring season, so maybe they've not got as much to worry about. I mean, when I took over Burnley, they were 6 points away from safety. We're now 11 points away from safety. But in the first half of the season, they were 6 points off the pace. Since then, we've only fallen 5 further points off the pace. So I've actually brought improvement. Not sure if I can actually use that logic, but it sounded good in my head at the time. Right. Can we get a result against Fulham? I mean, it would be almost fitting if we beat Fulham, but then we still went down on this day because other teams around us all won. Oh, I can't believe how today's episode's gone. I can't believe how this series has gone in truth. I thought we'd be a little bit more competitive, but I talked about it last episode. I'm like the violin players on the Titanic. I'm going down with the ship, and if you're watching with me, you are watching the ship sink. So thank you for being here. I mean, we're almost certainly going to get sacked. I know people have asked, would you stay on at Burnley if you stay up? We're not going to just keep the job. I don't want to crush your spirits too harshly. I mean, apparently our job security is stable. I'm very confused. The board are disappointed that the team failed to stay clear of the relegation battle. We also expect the team's position to improve and end up avoiding He wants to explain to them that we're not going to avoid relegation. I mean, we've only lost 3 of our last 6. I mean, that sounds almost quite good, doesn't it, when you phrase it like that? Andy's coming back into the team, I've decided. Brugman's out. So we'll bring in Sammy and his lovely hair. I had someone link me Sammy's FIFA Ultimate Team card on Twitter saying, is this the guy you signed? The person who sent me that, you're probably watching this. You know that it was him. Yes, he was like a silver card with like a 67 rating and he's probably awful in FIFA. I was desperate in January. We needed bodies. And Sammy and his luscious hair, it just stood out to me. I think he'll be a great player for us in the Championship next year. Anyway, we're going to Craven Cottage here. Lovely stadium, been there a number of times in real life. Recommend it as an away day. Let's try and get something, shall we? I mean, they've got a free kick after 5 minutes. Seri, wide of the post. This is fine. This is fine. Heaton tries to get the ball up to Barnes. He does win it, to be fair to him. Now with Ryan Babel. There's a throwback to Mitrovic. Ryan Babel now cuts inside, hits it. I mean, not great. I think would be the best way of describing the start to this game. Mitrovic has got the assist. Ryan Babel he just drifts inside uncontested. I don't know what to suggest. It has also just dawned on me the fact that after the crash dump I never set up the training to be back on defending. So we'll never know if that actually might have made a difference with this run-in. We'll never know. It'll be one of nature's mysteries. Ryan Babel's making things happen today. Closing down more. Stop letting him make things happen. Force Mensah, ball forward to Mitrovic, edge of the box. I mean, if that goes in, you just kind of stand up and walk away from your keyboard, don't you? Tarkowski's got a booking. He's out of tackles. Really could do with avoiding having him sent off, I'll be honest. We struggle with 11 men, so being down to 10 would be challenging, to say the least. Maybe we can hit them on the break here. Barnes switches the play over to Andy. Andy, you're our star man. What can you do? Gives it to Woody. Gives it to Barnes, who hits it. I mean, lovely football, lovely goal. We're staying up. We're staying up. The board believe in the team. I need to start believing in the team. It's the two Burnley heroes. It's Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood linking up lovelily. Lovelily? Is that what? I don't think it is. Either way, we've scored. Ashley Barnes has been a little hero. We've brought in Caicedo. We've brought in Fernando Torres. We let go of Peter Crouch. The truth be told, the hero for us was here all along, and it was Ashley Barnes. Anyway, Babel, inside to force Umenta. I mean, a draw is still not enough. We would still go down with a draw today, so we do need to score again. Seri, I mean, could Heaton have done better? It was hit hard at him, to be fair. But it was kind of down the middle, was it not? I'll let you guys be the judges, but I'm under the impression that we perhaps could have done a little more there to stop that going in. Seri, I mean, looking at it in the replay, the keeper was always going to struggle to get there, and he has hit it quite hard. But it's still disappointing. 30 seconds left of this first half. Let's not concede right before half-time. At 2-1, we have hope. It might be the tiniest bit of hope, but I feel like 3-1, emotionally we'd be done. The linesman's heard our calls. He's heard our pleas. He's raised his flag. Ryan Babel's goal is going to be chalked off. It's going to remain 2-1 going into the break, which I guess is something. I mean, I'll let you decide if it's something good, but I guess we'll take it. Right. You know what? Westwood. Go on to support. Hendrick, box-to-box midfielder. Brady, wing-back on support. Andy's not had a good game today, but Westwood hasn't either. We're going to bring in Sammy with his hair, with the power of it. I mean, they've scored 20 seconds into the half before any of the tactical changes I did actually took place. I can't help but wonder if I should have just made the changes at half-time instead of doing the team talk, starting the second half, and then conceding immediately. I mean, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Mitrovic scores. We're 3-1 down. We are hoping for a miracle. You know what? We'll go very attacking. We're going to shout, demand more. If this is the last game that I have in charge of Burnley, we're going all-out attack. I'm about to change the tactic very stupidly. You might be expecting it, but it's got to be worth a go at this point. We've tried to be patient. We've tried... Okay, we're 4-1 down. Some people would call this throwing at this point, but I feel like it's in our interest now just to have a proper go. So we're going to switch to the 3-4-3. Caicedo... No, not Caicedo. Torres. Fernando, get on the pitch. You're going to play as an advanced forward on attack. Chris Wood, deep line forward. No, target man. Target man. And then Barnes. This is going to work. This is going to work. We're looking for the overlap when we don't have anyone wide. That would be a challenge. Counter press. Right. If this is how I'm going to end my time in charge of Burnley, so be it. We have half an hour. We need 4 goals. We are now playing a 3-4-3 attacking variant, I guess you'd call it. I mean, maybe I'm about to strike gold. Maybe this is going to be the greatest tactic ever. Barnes, he's through. Can he score again? No. No is the answer. Sergio Rico. Pretty good save. Andy with a nice ball through there. Part of the Andy redemption arc, maybe. Hanani crosses it in. Me's there. Can we have another go? No. No is the answer. Ryan Babel says no. No fun. There will be no dreams. I mean, I think the 5-5 formation could catch on here. We've actually played better since we've switched to it. That is a concern. Hanani, have a go. Have a go. I mean, look at it. It's his first goal of the season. It's taken him to the game where we're going to get relegated. I mean, 24 minutes. It's 4-2. I'm not going to skip it. I'm going to savour the goal. But all I'm saying is we have a chance. It could still happen. We need 3 goals in 20 minutes. I mean, maybe this is what we should have done all along. Maybe we should have just played a pressing 5-man attack formation. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Chambers on the attack. Me, look at the interception. Long. Is he going to go long? No. He's not. Andy, what can you do here, my friend? To Wood. Hendrick. Switches the... I mean, we look competent. Hernani, where are you going? Score! Score it! Oh, Rico saves. I mean, it would have been incredible. Expert man management by me. Just shout score. How have they scored 4 goals from 2 half chances and 0 clear-cut chances? I can't help but feel we've been a little unlucky today. Genuinely, since we've switched to this tactical system, we have actually played better. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, if we concede now, that won't be quite as true. But we've dealt with it initially, although what is this? What is that defending? Genuine, I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Vietto's now through. Can he score? He's literally chipped the keeper with an insane finish. Whenever my players try and chip the keeper, it goes out for a throw-in, and then Vietto just does that. I mean, that's filthy. I feel impregnated. What has he done here? He's literally chipped the keeper with the most nutty chip I've seen all year in the Football Manager match engine. I mean, he must have, right? He must have the likes to chip players trait, surely, to do that. He doesn't. He doesn't even have the attempts to chip keeper trait. What a chip it was, to be fair to him. I mean, can we get a goal back? Kanani? This is probably just a pointless highlight, but I'm going to continue to be blindly optimistic. Okay, Ryan Babel. It is a 3v3 at the back now. We are in trouble. Mitrovic. I mean, some would say that switching to 5 attackers was a mistake. It worked for about 15 minutes. It's not... I don't want to watch it. I hope that's okay. I'm just a bit upset. Ryan Sessegnon scores a rebound from the free kick. I mean... Some would say I stopped taking this game seriously when I switched the formation at 4-1. But even so, 7-2 is not particularly good. I feel like if there was any hope of me keeping my job, it's probably gone now. We switched the play. I know I said I was going to continue playing to get a win today. I don't think we're going to win a game even if we tried. So, I mean, they've scored 8. They've scored 8! I think this is better than ending on a win. This is better than ending on a win. They'd scored 4 goals from 2 half chances. They've now had like 2 clear-cut chances and 1 half chance in that time. Torres, what can you do? Can we get a goal? We can! Sammy scores! Sammy, I love you in your hair. He's going to be the man to take us back to the Premier League, isn't he? Let's be honest. Fernando Torres with the assist. I'm delighted for Sammy. Hashtag thank you, Sammy. If you're still watching at the end of this video, let me know you are. Go down in the comments, just write hashtag thank you, Sammy. Because I think we've got lots of things to not be thankful for, but we should be thankful for Sammy and his hair here at Burnley. An inspiration to us all, even in these dark, dark days. Have we got a penalty? No, we haven't. It's a free kick. I thought we were about to get another. I mean, 8-3, it's going to be an entertaining match to end everything off. But we are relegated, so that is a problem. I don't feel like that was a harsh team talk. We are officially relegated. Board set the budgets. I mean, they've not sacked us, which is puzzling. I mean, surely they're going to want to have a meeting, right? Has the reality that we're relegated not dawned on them yet? Maybe we need to continue once. Burnley break league scoring record. Look at that. Entertaining football. That's what you get here at Burnley. 11 goal thrillers. But I think we will end things here because we are down officially. There is a big red R next to our name. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Probably won't. Going to be honest, probably won't. I know some people have asked about if I'm going to continue on with this save. At least for now, I'm not going to. It might be something we come back to in a few months. It's that kind of save, but I think for now I need some closure. I need time away from Burnley. It's still very sore. I might just holiday forward and see if we would get sacked or if we'd be given a chance to have a redemption arc. But no, I do want to just say quickly before I end today's video, thank you for watching this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I definitely could have done a better job. I feel like so part of it was I was kind of victim of the fact that I had to record it all before I went away in 2 days, the first 6 episodes. It's not really an excuse for how badly I played it, but I don't know. I kind of approached this with it was going to be a bit of a fun save for a shorter period of time. If you would like to see me do more challenge saves, do let me know. Obviously, it's a little bit of something different. I think there's always a risk when you say, hey, this is a shorter term save that people just don't bother watching. But equally, for those of you who don't want to binge watch and catch up on really long series, it's pretty good for that too. But yes, Leon Live will be resuming as per normal, pretty much daily, at least for the next week or so until I have something else new coming your way, which is going to be good. And well, hopefully, I see you guys in the future. Let me know what you made of this series, the good, the bad, the ugly, the dark skin, yes, no, maybe, hashtag thank you, Sammy. Guys, take care. Never manage Burnley. I'll see you again soon. It is me, Jack, and I'm out.